Welcome back to the big show, Sancha Durham. I'm Jamel Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BEDC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. Folks, do not forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. And do us that big favor. Actually, every day, I have an ask today. Stop what you're doing. It costs you nothing. Whatever platform you're on, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it. Well, can't do it on our website. YouTube. Give us a like, love, follow, share the conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Just make sure as many people as you know have access, because we've got a great conversation coming up with a very special guest. Give a warm TDH welcome to Jamillah Lodge from the BEDC. All right, calm down. She's been here before. Gee,
Good morning. Good morning, Jamel. Good morning, Sancha and Bermuda.
Good morning.
Happy 2025 to you. This is your first time this year, right?
Oh, that's right. Is it still too late to say Happy New Year?
Nah. We're going to take it from you. We're going to take it from you. Oh,
Happy New Year.
Is it too late to say happy belated? Because your birthday is on Christmas Day, which I found.
It was. That's right. That's right. December.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah. So first off, thanks for doing this. Starting off the year, another important conversation we're having, and jumping. Well, before we jump into it, gotta ask you. Sancha just told us that it's Pie Day. We have to find out what your favorite pie is.
Sweet potato pie.
There you go.
Y'all know about that?
You're from the South. You're from
that's right.
You're from the South. Sweet potato. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sweet potato pie.
Yes.
That's how I went from pumpkin to sweet potato when I came.
I know. Sancha said pumpkin. I was like, well, I like a little sweet potato, you know.
I do too. I do.
It's like you graduate when you come South. You graduate from pumpkin to sweet potato.
That's correct. Well said.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into today's conversation, Jamillah. Thanks again for the relationship we have with the BEDC and all for what you all do for small businesses. But we're talking about the Small Business Expo today. This is the third year, I believe, for the Expo. Just explain what the Small Business Expo is and why an event like this is necessary for small businesses in Bermuda.
Sure. So for us, the Small Business Expo is an opportunity at the beginning of the year. February is relatively the start of the year. So it gives us an opportunity to put in front of small businesses or people interested in starting a small business all of those industry partners that you will need to actually get your business started. So we bring together marketers, we bring together people who are building out websites, accountants, all of the pieces that are needed to make a successful business. So we put them all in one room to make it easy for entrepreneurs to go around and get access to the information that they need.
Interesting. Yeah.
So what can attendees expect at this year's expo that's been different from the others?
So, like Jamel said, we've had this for 3 years, and typically we do it at Willowbank in Somerset. But this year is the first year that we're going to do it sort of centrally. It's going to be held at the CedarBridge Cafeterium. And so that's centrally located. So we're hoping to see a lot more people come out. So that's new. But in addition to having vendor booths set up, we also have some panels. So it's all about giving entrepreneurs access to information as well as creating opportunities for them to network with each other. So, for example, our first panel of the day is called The Art of Attraction. And that's mastering branding. You know, we need to make sure that we are representing our businesses in the best way. So we'll have a panel of entrepreneurs talking about how they do it and how they do it well. Of course, again, there's networking involved. We have a second panel talking about the content formula. So it's engaging audiences around content. And I know you guys were talking a little bit about that earlier with, TikTok and Reels and all of that. How do you make sure that you're communicating your message correctly and making sure that you're representing your brand in the best way? And then we round it out with a panel called Tech It Easy. You like that play on words? Yeah. But it's essentially around AI and how you leverage AI to do better business. So we're excited about that. Yeah.
Tech It Easy.
How many vendors and participants are expected to be involved?
So we're looking at least 20. My colleague Andrea Rochester is the primary driver of the expo, and she asked me to mention to you that she's also looking for a food vendor and a snack vendor. So because the we'll be there from 11 to 4, of course. During lunch, we want to have some options available. So if you're interested in providing food or snacks on at the expo, please do reach out to us and let us know. But again, like we said, we're going to have professionals in accounting, marketing, immigration. Of course, we know that's necessary. So if you're interested in participating in the expo, I believe there are a few spaces left. So you can actually log on to our website at bedc.bm, and the information's all there. There's also a layout of what the expo is going to look like, so you can select your booth and pay and all of that. So it's designed to be well-rounded, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, you're like, okay, I want to start this business this year. This is my year, 2025. Then you can kick it off by starting at the expo, take your rounds, take your time. And then also while you're there, you're getting fed, right? We're going to give you information and different tools and tips to actually take your business from my idea and make it a successful venture.
So typically, what types of businesses are normally represented? Like, who do you see showing up and working that room?
Yeah, so we see them all, So it could be someone who's doing food services, someone who's doing skincare products, retail. Generally, we would like to see people who are either just getting started or they're just getting ready to expand their business. Because again, we're putting all of the people that you need to help you do that in the same room. And so why wouldn't you take advantage of this opportunity? It's free. Just come. It's on a Saturday, February 8th. So hopefully once you take care of your kids and take everything, make sure that they're sorted, you have some time to swing by and just get information. So you know how expos works or trade shows, you go around to the booths, get the giveaways and all the fun stuff. But it's also important to get the information that you need so that you can actually start that business this year.
I feel like you've answered this a little bit already, but I'm going to ask it again. So, how does the expo aim to support small businesses in our community?
Sure, exactly that. So, in two ways, I think. So, the first is actually providing access to information, but it's also an opportunity for small businesses to get involved. So, not all industry experts that will be represented at the expo are like big KPMGs and things like that. You have smaller accounting firms, you have smaller marketers who are looking to build out their business as well. So, in addition to creating opportunities for you as the entrepreneur to get the information that you need and the support that you need, we're also showcasing those small business owners who are already doing it, who are already in those spaces, and creating opportunities for them to get customers and clients. So I do think it's important for us to create opportunities like this for the community, because it's our way of giving them an opportunity to get their brand out there, get their services, get their products out there. And again, we also are going to have a small vendor component. So if you're selling goods and during the networking break, you want to sell, I don't know, you might have jewelry or whatever the case may be, we do allocate a few spaces for that as well. Like I said, food. So it's really about creating almost like a holistic environment where you can get access to information, you can do a little shopping, and you can also network with like-minded individuals or other entrepreneurs who are on the same journey as you.
Alrighty. Audience, if you have any questions, real quickly, Sancha, if you have any questions for Jamillah, please send them through. We'll get through as many questions and comments as possible. Go ahead, Sancha.
When is this happening? What day?
Yeah. So it's on Saturday, February 8th. Let me make sure I said that right. Yes. And so the idea is that it's on a Saturday so that we're hopefully anybody can swing through. So it's 11 to 4. So at any point, you don't have to sit there and start and stay the whole day. You can come in and out. That's typically how it works. So it's like an ebb and flow. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we do have some panel discussions, and the agenda will be made available on our website as well. But if you're interested in any of those panels specifically, of course, we hope that you will join us to stay for those. But it's up to you. You can come in and leave as necessary. But February 8th from 11 to 4.
And real quickly, Jamillah, I think it might be important because I know you said it might not KPMG, but a smaller accounting firm. Can you just define to some people who may be tuned in what is considered a small business? Because I think there might be questions about, well, am I a small business? I have 10 employees. Am I a small business? I'm a one-man show.
Sure. So our definition of a small business is if you have $500,000 or less in payroll tax, or you make $1 million or less in revenue. And so for a lot of our community, that encompasses a whole lot of people, right? And so it really doesn't matter if you are a one-man operation or if you have an employees of 10. We do have a definition for medium-sized businesses. So once you hit that, let's say 11 to 50 mark, you would be what we would consider a medium-sized business, but you can come too, right? Because we do provide support to small and medium-sized businesses. But the expo primarily has been focused on those who meet that definition. So if you have $500,000 and less in payroll, and of course that's indicative by the number of staff you have, or you make $1 million or less in revenue, then you would be considered a small business by our definition.
All righty. And if people are interested, I know you said you still have a few more spaces, it's about 20 people. Where can those people, just remind them where they can go to register to if they still want to be a part of this?
Sure. So please do log on to bedc.bm. The registration form is there. You can pay if you want to have a booth there. If you're interested in providing food or snacks, I would ask that you contact Andrea Rochester directly. And her email address is orochester, ROCHESTER @bedc.bm. Or you can just email info@bedc.bm and we'll make sure she gets the message.
All righty. And audience, I just want to know from the audience, has anyone attended the Small Business Expo before? If not, do you plan on attending this year? I'd like to know. And had you heard of it? But another question, I just asked about people who might want to participate. For those who want to learn more to decide whether or not they want to attend, do they also go to the BEDC website? Where can they go to learn more?
Please do. I mean, we'll be circulating. You should see like some reels saying save the date for the expo. But that's where we house most of our information. So we try to make our website as comprehensive as possible. So anytime it's something that we're doing, we will send that information out, or we will put it there first. But we will be sending direct email. So if you are a BEDC member and you're on our email distribution list, of course, you will receive that in your inbox. Thank you, Kenneth. Michelle, yes. Shout out to the people who message, because we have worked with them before. They have participated in the past, and those are the types of peoples or individuals that we see and that come out to support from the perspective of providing the services, but also from networking with other entrepreneurs and sharing their story of their journey as well, which is important.
Indeed. Well, those who have, go ahead.
I asked the date because you mentioned a few things where I was like, I need to get there so I can do some networking, because I am looking for some new things. So it's piqued my interest. I think it's probably a great platform for people to, just get out there and see what's out there. And you never know what you need,
That's very true.
As I say all the time, being an entrepreneur can be very lonely. And if you have that space where you can go and network and meet other people that are in the same boat as you, I thank you for putting something like this on.
You are most welcome. I mean, that's part of our remit, right? We have to create these opportunities for you. We don't want you to be alone, right? So anytime we can bring like-minded entrepreneurs together, create opportunities for people to share information and resources, we're going to do it. And so the expo is one of the ways in which we're doing that.
All righty. Another awesome event you all are putting on. You stay busy. That's one thing.
I know.
Always something going on, and I appreciate it. I love stuff like this. As Sancha, a small business owner myself, small business owner, it's something that I'm intrigued about. Sancha will likely be in attendance, and so I'm looking forward to hearing about all the exciting stuff that goes on. I love to see small businesses do well. The worst thing is to see someone in business today and going tomorrow. So I'm hopeful that our audience will be attending this year, whether they have attended or not previously. It's centrally located this year at BEDC Academy, February 8th, 11 to 4. Jamillah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Next time around, next month, hopefully we'll be talking about the success of this and the next upcoming successful event.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I look forward to seeing you there, Sancha, and the rest of you, Bermuda.
All right. Jamillah Lodge, folks, if you appreciated that conversation, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share that conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Get there. Support small businesses. Trust me. Small businesses, as Craig Simmons has said many times, The Economist, small businesses are what keeps our economy going. We're going to take a final break. We'll be back in 1 minute, 40 seconds. Stick with us.